Welcome to Shark Week on Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Ozark Sharks. Take a bite out of summer.
Directed by Misty Talley, starring Dave Davis, Allisyn Ashley Arm, Ross Britz, and Ashton Leigh. This movie's about a family that goes to the cottage for the weekend, and there's gonna be a big fireworks festival. Unfortunately, sharks start attacking in the area, and the family sees it upon themselves to stop these sharks before they make it to the festival. So what do we like?
This film had everything you could expect from a shark movie. You had your locals, you had your sharks, you had your girls in bikinis, and people were dying in shallow water.
And it has a really upbeat nature because the whole movie is it's almost like a family movie, but people are dying. So like the jokes are kind of funny and they're family friendly.
I did meet some beautiful girls earlier in bikinis and they invited us to a fireworks festival.
Okay, all right. I'll ask Molly, your sister, my girlfriend. I don't know if you remember. Let's see if she's cool with that.
There's nothing too graphic or over the top, and the soundtrack just kind of gives it that fun vibe.
It's like it lets your guard down because you're not expecting something to happen, and then they kill off characters that you don't see dying. And speaking of the kills, this had some of the coolest shark deaths. I'm saying how the sharks died. I thought that it was awesome that they just went out and blew sharks up with like fireworks or wood chippers. Like they did something different and they had a wide variety of weapons that they were using to kill all these sharks.
And with those weapons comes Jones, the guy who kind of runs like the campgrounds, and he was hilarious.
Ain't no reasoning with a wild animal. They're acting on pure instinct. Slice you head to toe, or you can blink.
And he's just like a badass, and he's been waiting for this day because he has like a whole stockpile of weapons, including like double samurai swords, a trident made of machetes, and he had a lot of other cool weapons.
It's like a playground for psycho killers. Or like if you're trying to kill a bunch of sharks.
But Jones isn't the only one using these weapons of shark destruction. We also had Allisyn Ashley Arm, who played Molly, and she was like the turnaround badass character in this film. And some of you may not know this, but she's from Sunny with a Chance, and That's So Random. Like she's this little tiny girl in these Family Channel shows and grows up to become a shark killer. And I really liked her character because she was like, no, I'm killing all the sharks, regardless of what happens.
She's just like the emo, like teen angst chick. And you're like, oh, she's so lame. But she's actually really cool. And I like the chemistry between her and her brother Harrison because Harrison was pretty cool in himself. Usually in many other movies, you're like, oh, this guy's gonna be some kind of dickbag. And even her boyfriend Curtis, who again, you'd think might be a douchebag, was actually a really great character. And everybody you kind of liked. Like there wasn't anybody in this movie that I hated and wanted to die at all.
The characters were great, they had great chemistry, and everything they did, it was believable.
Now we mentioned that there are babes in this. Now, who was your favorite babe, John?
Oh, my favorite babe was Dawn, who is Ashton Leigh in real life.
Bikini babe?
Bikini babe?
I remember seeing her in Frankenstein versus the Mummy, and she was a knockout in that film. And to see her in this one, and she's in a bikini the whole time, she is gorgeous.
And she did have blood-soaked boobs the entire movie. She didn't bother washing that shit off.
Here, have a hoodie, but don't worry. I'm only gonna like zip it up
yeah.
there. Like the things were out, and it was glorious.
I think the most premium babe in this whole movie was the girl with the booty. She's like a tallish blonde chick. Unfortunately, we don't get to learn her name or learn anything about her really, but she's certainly a 10. Now let's move on to our dislikes.
I mean, you could hate on the fact that the CG sharks didn't necessarily look the best, or the fact that they were in a lake that was maybe 2 feet deep.
Yeah, as they usually do.
Like, this is like standard shark movie stuff that over time, you just can't hate on it. It's stupid that it exists, but it's there.
We could rip that shit apart like every day of the week, but I mean, every day this week I think we're already ripping it apart, so why don't we just let it slide once?
I feel story-wise, there wasn't as much of an impact when people died that I kind of hoped there would be. The consequences just didn't seem to happen with their emotion, and I felt like the characters really could have like shed a few more tears or felt a little more bad about what happened.
Where's your grandma?
mind. I get like the struggle, like you gotta go kill the sharks first, but I mean, you're invested in a character, feel for him a little.
Now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings. I actually had a lot of fun with Ozark Sharks, and it's one of those movies that I think a lot of people would have fun with. It's not a bad movie, it's not a great movie, but it is a really good shark movie. It's not serious, it's not too dark, you're going to enjoy all the characters, and you're gonna have fun with it because it's just way more upbeat than a lot of these other cheesy shark movies that we watch that try to be almost too funny, I think. This was more like a Family Channel kind of movie, but it was really enjoyable. My dislikes really come down to some of like the generic shark movie stuff, like the sharks definitely could have looked better because they were cheesy CG. They used repeated B-roll of sharks swimming, and you know, that's just kind of the nature of the beast when you get into these kind of movies. But I think most people are probably going to enjoy this. So I'm gonna give Ozark Sharks 3.5 fireworks sharks out of 5.
This Shark Week has been rough, but thankfully we got a film that caters to the style of shark movie that we look forward to watching. It's the ones where it's sharks killing locals, something's going on, there's a family trying to stop them, there's bikini girls everywhere, it's cheesy, it's lame, it's what you want from a shark movie. Yes, it has those problems with the shallow water and the reasoning is just really, really stupid, but I don't care about that because I just want to have fun with movies, and I think Ozark Shark delivers it in that this is a fun movie.
There's a shark in the lake, or in the river, or just, it's in the water here.
For people who love Shark Week and cheesy shark movies, this is definitely one that I would recommend checking out. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this film 3.5 cheating grandmas out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on the film if you've seen it. If you haven't and you do want to check it out, there are links in the description where you can find it. And if it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, especially if it's during Shark Week, because we have shark videos coming at you all week.